I'm super excited about today's sponsor. They've sponsored the podcast before, and this is a topic I'm super passionate about. I fear that us as girls struggle with PMS far more than we should, and we really shouldn't. I truly get the worst PMS symptoms. My boobs are sensitive, my face breaks out, my sugar controllings are out of whack. I feel like I'm just a bottomless pit. My mood is not the vibe, and Estro Control has been super helpful in helping manage those PMS symptoms and making that time of the month a lot more enjoyable. Estro Control is a formula developed by Happy Mammoth, a supplement company dedicated to making women's lives easier. Say no more. Estro Control contains science-backed herbal extracts that help support hormonal health, especially if you are someone like myself who struggles with PMS. It was created to help women feel like themselves all month long and to not struggle with the feelings PMS can cause. For a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use the code Alana at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use the code Alana for 15% off today.
Celebrity voice impersonation not an endorsement.
Why go to a single furniture store when you can go to Big Sandy Superstore? Shop and compare America's top 5 mattress brands, plus Nectar and Purple. And choose from over 22,000 in-stock appliances from the top brands at the guaranteed lowest price. Or furnish the room of your dreams with a large selection of American-built furniture. With financing plans for just about anyone, there's nowhere else quite like it. Big Sandy Superstore.
This is the smell of a warm 3-day-old egg salad sandwich in a wimpy trash bag.
Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy!
Blech! And this is the smell of that same sandwich in a hefty, ultra-strong trash bag with new Fabuloso lemon scent.
Hefty, hefty, hefty!
Smell the difference? When life gives you stinky, get Hefty Ultra Strong with new Fabuloso lemon scent. It smells like clean, freshly picked lemons. So no matter what's inside your trash, you can stop the stink and smell the lemon.
Hello, good morning, angels, and welcome back to Morning Ray. I'm your host, Lan or Alana, and today's episode is going to be 10 things that I do that are high maintenance to stay low maintenance. I've been seeing this a lot on TikTok and thought it would be a really fun, playful, and cool episode to do on the pod. So here we are. I have 10 things. Now, I just want to remind you that these are all fun things. You don't have to do any of them or feel pressured to do any of them. You can do all of them. You can do none of them. These are just things that I love doing and allow me to feel my best self and, are just like fun. And I'm happy that I can afford to do these things. So they're just fun things. Thought it would be a fun, playful episode. And if you have any things that are high maintenance things that you do to stay low maintenance, definitely let me know. The DMs are always open on the Morning Ray Pod Instagram, on my personal Instagram at Alana Bloomberg. They're always in the show notes. So feel free to slide in there and let's chat it up. But these are the 10 things. Before we get into it, I just want to thank you all for 10,000 followers on the Morning Ray Pod Instagram. That's quite an iconic milestone moment, and it honestly happened pretty rapidly. I think not even a month ago we were at 5,000 followers, so it grew pretty quickly. So thank you so much for all the love and support, and I've been having a lot of fun sharing some savable graphics and things on there, so definitely go check it out if you haven't already. Let's get into our weekly intention. My weekly intention is to keep my space clean. Definitely been something I've been struggling with for the past week and a bit, and that leads me into the tip of the week, and that's to do 10-minute cleans in the morning and at night, and to also put things away as I use them. It just makes keeping the space clean and cleaning so much easier if you do it in little increments like that and kind of like fine tune it as you go, as opposed to just like leaving it and then having such a big mess that's really overwhelming and annoying and kind of dreadful to get into. So do your little 10-minute morning and night cleans. If you need a little refresh on how I reset, listen to last week's episode. It's the Hot Girl weekly or Sunday reset. and that will give you some more inspo. Now on to my current faves. I'm actually wearing the first ones right now, and I showed them on Instagram. They're these obnoxiously large blue light glasses, but I love them so much. I kept getting headaches from being on my computer, my screens and everything so much for work because I kind of can't get away from it. That's what my job is. So I invested in some blue light glasses. I just got them from Amazon. I'll link them in the show notes so you can check them out. They're super cute. They're like a clear frame situation. Love them. Next, I have fallen in love with my local European parachute pants. I was reminded by Hailey Bieber that I could uncinch the bottoms so that they could be more of like a wide leg pant or a straight leg pant. And I feel like it's completely changed it and I'm obsessed with them. And it's also warmer here in Toronto again. It's not absolutely freezing cold like it was last week. So it feels good to be able to dress like kind of more like spring. I definitely feel like spring is here. So love the local Europeans. Next, also love my Aloe high waist elevation trouser. They're so comfy. They're so cool. I feel like such a badass when I'm wearing them. And I also like that the waist has Velcro on it. So you can like make it looser, tighter, whatever you may be. And then my last current fave, I'm a little late to the game on this. I have been using it for a little bit, but I feel like recently in the past week, my obsession with this mask has grown. But it's the Laneige Overnight Lip Mask in Berry. I know you guys are thinking, Alana, like you're so fucking late to this. Like, where have you been? I just had like never felt the urge to purchase this product. And then Laneige sent it to me. Very grateful that they did. And I can't get enough of it. And it honestly seems like it's going to take forever to finish. So good for them. It's like a really long-lasting product, it seems. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I absolutely love it. I have not lost the little like applicator thing, but I do wish like it had a holder in the lid of some sort. Okay, now on to the 10 things that I do that are high maintenance to say low maintenance. I guess like they're not really that high maintenance. I mean, to me, I feel like they're just like my normal things, but they could be high maintenance to someone. So we're just going to keep it with that title. Number 1, facials. Don't sleep on your facials. I know like they can be costly. A lot of them cost between like $100 to $200, sometimes even more. But I have seen the most drastic improvements in my skin from going to facials regularly. I personally really love going to Formula Fig here in Toronto. I also know they have locations in Vancouver, and I believe they're opening ones in the States or America, the US. But I really love Formula Fig because it's technology based. And then I also love Tight Clinic because they're medical grade facials. I recently got their Icy Fire facial. I think that's what it's called. It's called the Fire and Ice Chemical Peel Facial. It is an intensive skin resurfacing and rejuvenating treatment. The multi-step facial deeply cleanses the skin as a legendary combination of warming fire and cooling ice sensations leave you looking and feeling refreshed and invigorated. The facial is crafted to rapidly and safely resurface the skin for an instant brightening, tightening, and smoothing effect. It literally leaves you with glass skin. I don't know if you saw my stories, but I was in awe. Like my skin, it was fucked. I actually posted a video of it on TikTok. This is not sponsored. I mean, the TikTok, I got the facial gifted to me, but this on my podcast is not sponsored. But you can go check out the TikTok video and you'll see like the before and after. And it felt so good. And there's no downtime. Your skin doesn't peel from the chemical peel. It's incredible. Anyways, going once a month or sometimes every 2 months because, you know, like life gets in the way and also expensive, but so worth it. Facials have literally changed everything. You guys know I was struggling with hormonal acne on my chin for the longest time. And I feel like going to Formula Fig in specific, using like their light therapy really helped with healing my breakouts, the hormonal breakouts, and dealing with the scarring that happened on my chin and jawline. So love a good facial, ideally once a month, sometimes every 2 months. Don't sleep on facials. I wouldn't necessarily go for like a spa facial, more so like a medical grade facial is like where it's at. Brow threading. Not waxing, threading. I definitely pluck my eyebrows in between appointments because I'm that bitch that doesn't pre-book out her appointments for almost anything, especially when it comes to brows. And I just find this so funny because I'm so type A about everything else in my life. But when it comes to like any of my appointments for any of these things, I really don't book that far in advance. I'm not like at my appointment booking for the next one. Let me know if you can relate. Like I will not do that because I will wait until I need my eyebrows threaded. When they're no longer sisters, they're no longer cousins, like they're long lost relatives and they're not looking like each other anymore. But Brow threading has changed the game for me. I used to get my eyebrows waxed, but threading has just taken them to the next level. Sometimes we do a little brow tint moment because it honestly just makes them pop and really frame your face. If you live in Toronto, or I think they also have a location in Miami, I highly recommend heading to G Beauty. My brows have truly never looked better. I swear, you guys know, because when I got my brows done, you are up in my DMs if I posted a selfie or anything with my face or where my brows can be seen. You're like, girl, your brows are slaying, you know? So go to G Beauty. Highly recommend. Again, not sponsored. I pay out of my pocket for G Beauty. I love them. I personally go to Christina. She's a babe. Also love Valeria. She's also awesome. But brow threading, brow tinting, also just a little extra bonus, really makes them pop. And I have dark eyebrows, so you can do it. It's not scary. Sometimes the tint will stick to your skin around the brows for a little moment, but then it will go away and it just makes them pop. Number 3, regular manicures and pedicures. I am a slut for a good shellac manicure. Sometimes a biogel overlay with the shellac on top. I currently have the biogel just because I wanted my nails to feel a bit stronger. I go around every 2 to 4 weeks. I used to never get the manicure. I would just get a polish change, but the manicure just levels it up. There's nothing like having clean cuticles, get rid of all those hangnails and everything. So love going for a shellac manicure or biogel overlay with the shellac on top. I always ask for an almond shape. I don't like my nails too long because I wear contacts. So when they get too long, it's not fun. Also, I can't do anything when my nails are too long. I hate using creams that are in tubs when my nails are long, or just anything, because it gets all under my nails. When it comes to colors for my manicures and pedicures, I almost always go for a neutral color. Think OPI Funny Bunny, OPI Bubble Bath, sometimes a combination of those two. Put it in neutral, those kind of vibes. I just feel it gives more of that clean girl aesthetic. When it starts to grow out, it's not as noticeable. I don't know. I feel when I get colors, I just get sick of it. Sometimes I'll throw a little chrome on any of those colors, but I like to keep it neutral. Toes are typically always white or light pink. I did once do dark. I did Linkin Park After Dark on my toes, and it just didn't feel like me. But also, in addition to the regular manicures, I tried to get a regular pedicure. I've been a bit better about this lately. My heels just get so dry, and I feel this is so TMI, but my cuticles grow exponentially on my toenails, and it's just it's not the vibe, So I just try to go for a pedicure every other time that I get my nails done. So once every 1.5 to 2 months is kind of the vibe. I feel we can push it out a bit longer. And I don't do shellac or anything on my toes. I'm not one of those as of right now. I just got regular polish, and getting my fingers and my toes done just makes me feel a lot more presentable and put together. I've been doing my fingers and everything since grade 11, and I've never looked back. Okay, number 4, micro trims. I trim my hair once every 2 to 3 months. Love my girl Alyssa at Thick. I go to Thick in Toronto for my trims. And honestly, micro trims have changed the game for me. I've always kind of done it, but I've definitely been more on top of it in the past few months. And you may think that this stops your hair from growing because you're cutting it. But believe it or not, it actually helps your hair grow a lot longer because it helps it stay a lot healthier. When we leave our hair for too long in between cuts, it allows split ends to really split up the hair shaft, and then you have to cut off more, you have more breakage, etc. So I love going for a micro trim every 2 to 3 months. It helps keep my hair looking healthy and fuller because the ends don't get that wispy, thin look, and your blonde haircut starts to look like a V and it's all fucked up. And we avoid that with the micro trims. It also has helped repair my hair and grow it because after I bleached my hair fully blonde, I had so much damage. My hair was so thin. It was probably a quarter of the thickness that it is now. And it has truly just changed the game. Getting micro trims has helped grow and repair my hair, and doing the micro trims regularly, around 2 to 3 months, helps your hair grow and just look so much better. Trust me on this. If you're looking for a good hairstylist, hit up Alyssa or Kara at Thick here in Toronto. Love them for my haircuts. Number 5, still on the topic of hair, getting a gloss or toner over color, either permanent or semi-permanent. I no longer bleach or dye my hair don't touch permanent color ever. As much as I loved my balayage, it definitely was a moment. I'm in my natural hair color era, and I just found that when I was bleaching and dyeing my hair, even if it was like once every 6 months, even if they were using Olaplex or K18 or like any of those things, it just wasn't the same as like my natural hair health. And I could never really get my hair to stay super healthy or grow. And it really stunted my hair growth and repair process after bleaching my hair entirely. So I opt for a toner or gloss every 6 to 8 weeks instead. It is a bit more frequent than if you were to do balayage, but I would say that's about like the same length of time, like if you do highlights, because you have to touch up your roots, or if you're doing like full head of color. So when I go for a toner or gloss, this is what I ask my hairstylist, because I know you girls are going to ask. So I go a little bit darker than my natural color. My natural color is actually pretty dark already. It's like dark brown, almost black, but I go slightly darker than that. And lately I found like the last 2 times I toned it, asking for a red undertone, because I kind of was tempted for like going for a redhead moment, and this satisfies it for me. But going with a red undertone, personally, I feel like complements my skin tone the most. And I also feel like it holds onto my hair the longest. Like when it's a warm tone as opposed to a cool tone, it just grafts onto my hair longer, which we love, because then I can go 8 weeks as opposed to 6. And I also just find it makes my eyes pop more. I have like natural, well, of course my eyes are natural. I have hazel eyes, but they've definitely been leaning on to more of the green as opposed to brown side lately. And I feel like this color on my head just makes them pop so much more. And I don't know. There's something about a fresh gloss and toner that leaves your hair looking so much healthier and silkier, and paired with those micro trims, chef's kiss. Honestly, amazing. If you're wondering where I get my hair color done, I go to Nicole Park Hill here in Toronto. I love her so much. She is very busy, so you definitely have to book ahead, but she is awesome and such a babe. If you want to go blonde though, she's also incredible at that, so hit her up. Okay, me with all my Toronto recommendations. I really hope I have a lot of Toronto girlies on here. Number 6, laser hair removal. Expensive, but worth the investment in every penny. I personally go to Go Laser in Toronto. They have a really unique price model. Again, this is not sponsored at all. I think it's honestly quite genius, because I've gone to other laser clinics, places before, and you have to pay per session. And with this one, you pay upfront. They also have payment plans because it is expensive, but then essentially you have unlimited sessions for life. So say you like go consistently for like X amount of sessions, it's different for everyone. And then say like you get pregnant, or you need it like to come back in like a few years or something, like you can come back and you don't have to pay again, which is super awesome. Also, their laser is a legit laser. A lot of places don't have like, I can't remember what she said like the difference was, but you can see it on their website, Go Laser. They have a legit laser, so it actually works. Like the other place I went had like a different one where you put kind of like the ultrasound gel, and it didn't hurt that much, and they kind of just like moved it around kind of like an ultrasound. This one is different. Like you actually hear like the laser like burning or whatever, the hair follicle, like whatever the process is. And so it actually works like so much better, like way better. I personally get my underarms and Brazilian done. It just makes my life easier on all fronts. I haven't really felt the need to do my legs. I mean, you could go off and do your legs as well. I feel like not having to shave my legs once a week would be a game changer, but it wasn't like a non-negotiable for me. That's even like a more higher maintenance thing. But I was the girl that literally had to shave daily. And when I shaved my underarms, it would still look like I need to shave. Like talk about a permanent 5 o'clock shadow on my underarms. It was terrible. And since I've done laser, like you can't even like see a hair follicle. Like there's no darkness, there's no shadowing. Like I feel just so much more confident. And I also don't have to worry about it, because you know, when you're doing workout classes all the time, you want your underarms to be clean. At least like I do. I don't want any hair there. So it's one less thing to worry about in the shower. Okay, number 7, aesthetic treatments. These ones are definitely newer to me and most definitely not necessary by any means. I really want to make that disclaimer. I think like when it comes to aesthetic treatments, you should always be aware of like why you're doing it and the relationship you have with your body and maybe that specific area, whether it be like your lips, your jawline, your nose, whatever it may be that you're touching. But I wanted personally a little more plump in my lip. I love using like lip plumper and overlining my lips And I'm actually going tomorrow. I debated this for a while because I just wanted to make sure, but I already feel like I'm going to love it. I mean, if I hate it, I'll give you an update in next week's episode, but I really don't think I will. I'm only getting half a syringe. And I also decided to promise myself that I will never go more than once a week if I even ever go again. But I'm just getting half a syringe. I'm going to Tyke Clinic. I really trust them. I've had friends go there. I followed them. I've gotten like Forma done there and facials, obviously. So if you live in Toronto, definitely check them out. They're quite amazing. The girls there are so sweet. And if you go, let them know I sent you. But I'm really excited. I'll report back on the lip filler. I'll be sharing that experience on TikTok. So you'll get to see the before and after. And like, I've always loved my lips, but you know, as you age, they get like a little deflated and I just want a little oomph, you know? The vibe, super natural. Never gonna go duck lips. Honestly, kind of scared for migration, but so many of my friends have said that lip filler has changed their life. So we'll see. I'll report back. I think it might. Also, love a good Forma facial. This helps stimulate collagen production in the skin to essentially like lift and tighten the skin. It also, I personally find, I don't know if this is like a legit thing, but I found that it helped with my skin texture. Like all those little bumps that I had on my jawline, like where I was getting breakouts, like disappear whenever I do Forma. It really chisels the cheekbones and the jawlines. My jawline is definitely like a bit of my insecurity. It feels like a hot stone massage and there's no downtime. It's not invasive and it honestly just feels amazing. Your skin is going to glow afterwards. So it's a Forma facial. You typically start out with like 6 treatments once a week. So once a week for 6 weeks and then you can go for touch-ups afterwards. But honestly, I've seen pretty significant difference. Like I was like a little like skeptical, but the Forma facial is awesome. Okay, number 8, tanning. We love to be a bronze goddess. I don't know about you, but I just feel so much more confident when I'm tan and golden and bronze. Like I love the summertime for that. I love going on a vacation to Mexico. Obviously, we're wearing our skin protection, our SPF all the time, but nothing boosts my mood and confidence like a good tan. Love going to Toronto tans here in Toronto. They don't get splotchy. They don't look orange. You can customize your color. So like if you do like to be a bit more on the warm tone, like you could, or if you like a cooler tone tan, you can get that as well. They also contour you to look extra snatched. So you just feel like extra confident. They have like express ones, regular ones, etc. Just love a good tanning moment. Sometimes it's annoying, like the process of like letting it dry and everything, but it's so worth it. I love it. Okay, number 9, we're almost done. Cold plunging. Never thought I'd be saying this, but I love a good ice bath moment, especially if it's paired with the infrared sauna. You know, like a little hot, cold moment over here. Again, coming at you with another Toronto recommendation. Hit up Othership. It's quite literally life-changing. It can be intimidating. It is intimidating walking in there, but it is truly amazing. And I'm not as consistent with going as I should be. I really want to strive for once a week, but it is just amazing. Think of a switch for your anxiety and your nervous system. Like, know how in like the Vampire Diaries when Damon and Stefan could like just switch off their humanity? Kind of like that, but just to chill you the fuck out, you know, like that kind of vibe. So essentially, what I do when I go to Othership is you go in the infrared sauna for around like 20-ish minutes, and then you go in the ice bath, minimum 30 seconds, ideally 2 minutes. I've gone up to 6 minutes sometimes. Don't really recommend that. Around 2 to 3 minutes is like the sweet spot for me. And I feel like for most people, you get all the benefits after 30 seconds in the ice bath, but then I do that, go back into the sauna, normally back into the ice bath, back into the sauna. Sometimes I'll go into the ice bath a third time. I like doing the free flow classes or the down classes. Not a big fan personally of the up classes. For me, I just find they're a little too spiritual, chanty for me, a little out of my comfort zone. But I love the down classes. I love going late at night so then I can just like come home and go to bed and like pass the fuck out. But if you're wondering what the benefits are of the infrared sauna and the cold plunge or like ice bath, let me enlighten you, okay? Also, my throat keeps getting so dry while recording today, so that's just lovely. A little iced coffee ASMR for you. I don't know if that sounds good, but okay. Benefits of the infrared sauna. Obviously, like saunas, you detoxify, you sweat everything out. I feel like everyone knows that. But If you use an infrared sauna regularly, it helps promote deeper rest and better sleep. It soothes your anxiety and it also boosts your circulation. The benefits of the cold plunge, which you can get within like 30 seconds of being in there, it increases your focus and your mental clarity. It also helps with a faster athletic recovery. I also personally love to do a cold shower on the days I work out so that I can get those benefits. Obviously, it's not as like intense as if you were to go in the ice bath, but it still is quite similar. So I also recommend to try that out and just really focus on your breath work. And it can also boost your metabolism. I find the ice bath, and you'll hear more about this on an upcoming podcast episode. I think it's in 2 episodes. I had the founder of Symbiotica on and we talked a bit about this more in depth. But for me, being in the ice bath, not so much the sauna because I feel like heat is a lot more doable for a lot of people and myself, but cold, you're really like forced there to focus on your breath and like really like go through this battle. Like you can easily just get out. Like it's not comfortable. Like the water's really fucking cold. And I just feel like it gives me so much more mental strength in other areas of my life. Like I feel like I have so much more mental toughness when it comes to my day-to-day life, dealing with other anxieties. Like things don't trigger me as greatly anymore when I go and do the cold plunging and the sauna like consistently. I just feel like it really shows you that it's really mind over matter. Like your mind is so much more capable of than what you think. And I don't know. It's honestly life-changing. Like I never thought I'd be the one to be like, go in an ice bath. Like let's go do an ice bath. But like honestly, it's awesome. And I love it. Definitely see if there's like a place like near you that offers it. Or you can even like do it in your bathtub, like put ice cubes in there, run really cold water. You know the drill. Okay. Last and final, number 10, personal training. Hear me out, guys. This has honestly changed the game for me. My trainers focus on like a lot of progressive overload and it's more like athlete style training. And by working with a trainer, like honestly, I've always been pretty good at pushing myself. But when it came to doing like progressive overload or really challenging, being super busy can make it really easy to fall into a dinner time recipe rut, or even with your lunches. Any meal honestly can get you into a rut, especially with a busy schedule this fall. You can keep mealtime exciting with over 40 recipes to choose from every single week, so there's always something delicious to discover with HelloFresh. It's truly a no-brainer. It does all the shopping and meal planning for you. Ingredients arrive at your doorstep, pre-proportioned and ready to cook, along with pictured step-by-step recipe cards. It's never been easier. I personally love HelloFresh as a way to get exposure to new recipes, make my life a bit easier as a busy 20-year-old in the city. And I love that it's worry-free, it's super easy, it's convenient, and gets delivered straight to my door. Go to hellofresh.com/50ray and use code 50ray for 50% off plus free shipping. That's hellofresh.com/50RAE and use code 50ray 50RAE for 50% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, and thank you for sponsoring today's episode of Morning Ray.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Myself with lifting heavier, that's where I kind of struggled. And so working with a trainer has really allowed me to work on the areas of weakness that I have and to face these battles mentally and physically. I feel like very much like the ice bath, this has not only helped like with like the health things, but I also feel like it's given me more mental toughness as well when it comes to my work life, especially now that I'm working full time for myself. And this is like also applicable if you have a 9-to-5, if you're in school. I don't know, because like if you see that you're capable of mentally pushing through like a tough workout and lifting heavy weights and challenging yourself, it makes the challenges in the rest of your life seem so much more accomplishable and doable to yourself. I personally go to Fight Club in Toronto. I've been going there for the past 3 months. Honestly, have had a really great experience, and I finished one program and now we're starting another one, and it's just fun. And like I don't know, I was going 3 times a week. Now I'm going 2 times a week. And I also just feel like it keeps me accountable and on a workout schedule because I have them hold me accountable. I can't just like cancel because that affects someone else. So definitely here for personal training. And I also feel like I finally have started to see physical results again from my workout routine, which I haven't in a really long time. So I really do think it's worth the investment. It's worth the commitment. So to recap over the 10 things that I do that are high maintenance to stay low maintenance. Number 1, facials. Number 2, brow threading. Sometimes a little brow tint moment. Number 3, regular manicures and pedicures. We love a good shellac manicure over here. Oh, I also would like to point out, I go to Sixth Sense here in Toronto on King Street. If you mention my name, you'll get 10% off. Love it there. I am so picky when it comes to like my nail salons, my hair salons, everything. So just know when I recommend a place, like it is top tier. It's also not insanely expensive for the majority. At least I think they're like pretty affordable for what the service is. So that's Sixth Sense. Number 4, micro trims. I love going to Thick and seeing Alyssa. Number 5, a gloss or toner over color. Love going to Nicole Park Hill. Number 6, laser hair removal. We love her. We do her over waxing our body and shaving. I go to Go Laser. You can also mention my name. I don't know if you'll get a deal, but you can mention my name. Number 7, aesthetic treatments. Not necessary, but there's no harm. I think just being open and honest about it. Gotta love a little lip filler moment. Love a good form of facial. Number 8, tanning. We love to be a bronze goddess over here. Number 9, cold plunging or like a hot sauna, infrared sauna, cold plunge circuit situation. We love Othership. And number 10, personal training. I hope that you guys love this episode. Make sure to leave a rating and review if you did. That's how you can help support the pod. Thank you again so much for 10,000 followers on the podcast Instagram. It truly means so much to me. And I love you guys so much. And we'll chat soon. Bye, guys.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.